Oh yay, oh yay, oh yay. Now hear this. On the matter of the third day at the reopened public inquiry about fracking in Lancashire. Yesterday the inquiry heard that the RAG traffic consultant, Mr Hastey, had done a risk assessment of junctions and key points on Cuadrilla's proposed traffic route. Mr Bird for Cuadrilla disagreed with Mr Hastey's approach to carrying out risk assessments. Mr Bird told the inquiry he would use the desktop analysis using the track software program to assess how vehicles would pass each other at these points. He said he would then visit the site to take a view on the locations. It is a combination of desktop analysis and professional judgement, he said. Mr DeVoe for RAG put it to Mr Bird that Mr Hastey's views are worth taking into account because he has experience of driving heavy goods vehicles. Mr Bird said this had to be tested at the inquiry. RAG said Mr Hastey has looked at the severity of accidents and likelihood of it occurring. That produces a matrix of scores which identify places where accidents would be likely or severe. Mr Bird dismissed this methodology. RAG pointed to a guideline risk assessment method which included severity and potential for accidents. This is what Mr Hastey did, RAG said. Mr Bird said that there is no numerical assessment in Mr Hastey's method. RAG said that this method is carried out across the health and safety industry. Mr Bird said that he had no problem assessing risk. He disagreed with what he called a subjective matrix that has no link to a database of accidents or what happens on the ground. He criticised what he described as arbitrary assignment of a number to a risk. It is purely subjective, Mr Bird said, of Mr Hastey's scoring. RAG said the risk assessment approach has been used by Lancashire County Council, Highways England and Transport for London. Mr Bird said that he didn't want the inspector to think he does not agree with risk assessment. He said he doesn't agree with what he called the arbitrary assignment of a number to the risk. He agrees that experience could count for something. RAG said the 2016 inspector gave consideration to Mr Hastey's risk assessment. Other matters discussed at the inquiry yesterday: entrances to sites, the unacceptable blue route, the red route assessment, the green route, hedges and visibility, junction capacities, accidents and closures, delivery speeds, convoys and conditions ignored. The inquiry is free to attend and is taking place at Blackpool Football Club. Get informed, get involved and get down there. Your county needs you. God bless Lancashire.